All right, welcome to another episode of the Ridiculously Lame Wrestling Show. I am Robert Lentini. We're going to be going over the January 17th episode of WWE SmackDown. Took place in San Diego, California, hometown of Rey Mysterio, Bayley. They both wrestled in prominent matches tonight on SmackDown. Overall, a pretty decent show. Some matches made for Saturday night's main event, or a huge segment announced for Saturday night's main event. And I could have never guessed how this show would open up. If you gave me a million guesses, I would have never come up with Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett walking from backstage to their commentary booth while cutting a promo about how great this is and yada, yada, yada. Fun opening. I just never in a million years thought that's how the show would kick off. But then Rey Mysterio, the hometown hero, made his way to the ring. He declared that he will be entering the Men's Royal Rumble match. Kevin Owens interrupted. He's still walking around with a Winged Eagle title, referring to himself as the champion. Said he's never faced Rey Mysterio in a singles match, wants to face him at WrestleMania. And so if Rey Mysterio wins the Royal Rumble, he hopes he will select him as his opponent at WrestleMania. And Rey Mysterio is like, look, would love to face you, but you're not the champion. Cody Rhodes is the champion. If you win the title at Royal Rumble in that ladder match, I'll select you as my opponent, sure, but right now you're not a champion. And Owens got pissed off. Mysterio claimed that Owens was acting delusional like his son Dominic. Owens went for an attack. Rey Mysterio hit a 619. Owens retreated, and then SmackDown GM Nick Aldis told Rey Mysterio that he'd be having a singles match against Owens later tonight. Cody Rhodes then stumbles out of the medical room and says, I'm fully cleared. He has a conversation with Rey Mysterio. Rey's like, hey, look, let me handle Kevin Owens tonight. And Rhodes is like, sure, no problem. I won't get involved. And all throughout the night, SmackDown GM Nick Aldis trying to get Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes to sign an addendum to their contract, some kind of change to the stipulation. He never got them to sign it. It was a major announcement at the end of the show. I'll spoil it now. Shawn Michaels will be moderating a contract signing between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event next weekend. It's in San Antonio. It's the Heartbreak Kid's hometown. Makes sense, but we don't know what the addendum is. We don't know what the change of stipulation is. We have no idea. We didn't get that information tonight. Candice, LeRae, and Nia Jax faced Bianca, Belair, and Naomi. Before this match, Belair and Nia Jax had a conversation backstage, and Naomi said she talked to Nick Aldis, and there's still no updates on who attacked Jade Cargill. It's been almost 2 months now, or over 2 months. It's crazy. Of course there's no updates. He's not doing an investigation, but Jade Cargill went on Twitter during this conversation and said, you sure? Hinting that it might have been Naomi that did the attack. We'll see. Been waiting forever for Jade Cargill to return for any kind of update on the storyline, so hopefully we get something. But Belair and Naomi wound up defeating Jax and LeRae in a good match. But the women's tag team championships are just kind of running in place here until we figure out this Jade Cargill storyline or why it happened. It's just been a weird past couple of months, and the titles are just kind of meaningless right now. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven confronted B-Fab and Mia Yim backstage. Piper Niven's playing a Secret Service agent because Chelsea Green's the United States champion, so she's walking around in dark sunglasses. It's a pretty funny gimmick. And she walked into the room and saw Mia Yim and B-Fab and said, there's no threats detected to here. And this led to B-Fab versus Piper Niven later in the show. Decent match. Niven actually won a freaking match. How about that? I really like B-Fab on the microphone. I will give her that. She's got a ways to go in the ring, but she's a great promo. But Niven won this match, as she should have. And they beat down B-Fab. Green and Niven beat down B-Fab after the match. Mia Yim rushes to the ring to make the save, and that's that. So we'll see where this goes. We'll see if Chelsea Green's going to be defending her title at Saturday night's main event. I assume she will be, but we'll see. We got no match announcement from this, and I thought maybe B-Fab would be Green's opponent, but Niven defeated her. So B-Fab shouldn't be in line for a title match after losing to Piper Niven clean. Jimmy Uso battled Carmelo Hayes tonight in a singles match. Before the match, Carmelo cut a promo with his music still playing, saying how Jimmy Uso is like the least popular one out of Jey Uso and Roman Reigns, and they're, main eventing WrestleManias and winning titles, and what are you doing? It was a pretty good promo by Melo. However, this match ended in a disqualification because Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga showed up. Then Solo Sikoa made his return after Fatu and Tonga beat down Melo and Jimmy Uso. But he got just a chorus of boos. He has not been seen since losing to Roman Reigns in the Tribal Combat match. Just a chorus of boos from the crowd. And then he didn't say anything. He refused to speak and left. Jacob Fatu then went off on the crowd, told him to shut up, show some respect, and that, I'm just getting started. Just a passionate promo by Jacob Fatu tonight. LA Knight then showed up and attacked Fatu and Tama Tonga. They've cost him the United States Championship just by interfering in this matches, so it makes sense that Knight would want to attack them. But it was 2-on-1. The numbers game caught up to him. Braun Strowman rushes down to the ring. There's a stare down between Strowman and Fatu, and the crowd lost their mind during it. But they didn't really get physical. Tama Tonga dragged Fatu out of the ring before they could lock up. But it was announced that Braun Strowman will be facing Jacob Fatu at Saturday night's main event next Saturday night. So they're stacking up that card as well. I'm looking forward to that because Strowman and Fatu will be a hell of a match. And Fatu is a freak. He's just an incredible athlete for a man of his size. So this match, and same could be said for Strowman. So that should be a great match next weekend. Los Garza, Angel and Humberto Carrillo faced Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin tonight. Pretty Deadly has been saying that Los Garza attacked the Street Profits, covering up for DIY, even though Gargano and Ciampa are clearly using them. They interfered in this match tonight, but it didn't matter. They were trying to cost Motor City Machine Guns the match, but it didn't matter because Los Garza hates Pretty Deadly as well, so they saw that they were trying to interfere in the match, and Motor City Machine Guns wound up getting the win after this match. Pretty Deadly and DIY are having another conversation backstage. They said, when are we going to get our title shots? Ciampa just said that you guys are a joke. We're all laughing at you. We're not giving you a title shot, and walked away. And Johnny Gargano was like, look, hey, it's just some tough love by Ciampa there. We're going to give you those title shots. Don't you worry about it. Just keep having our backs, and we'll have yours. And Apollo Crews showed up again. I have no idea why Apollo Crews is in the storyline. And he said, hey, if you guys are really believing what DIY is saying here, you guys are idiots. And then Johnny Gargano beat the shit out of Apollo Crews from behind and said, don't, keep our names out your mouth. So I don't know where the hell this storyline is going. I'm not all that interested in Apollo Crews and Pretty Deadly at all at this point, so we'll see. But yeah, it was a fun tag team match. At least there's a storyline going on here in the tag team division. Kevin Owens battled Rey Mysterio. The crowd was heavily behind Rey Mysterio, as they should be in his hometown. This is a back and forth match. Mysterio hit a 619. He went to the top rope. Looked like he was going to hit a frog splash for the win, but Owens, being the heel bastard that he is now, shoved the referee into the ropes, and Rey Mysterio fell crotch first onto the top turnbuckle, and then Owens hit a pop-up powerbomb for the pinfall victory. After the match, he shook Rey Mysterio's hand, made it seem like he was going to be nice to the legend, to the Hall of Famer there, but that was not the case. Set up for a package pile driver, but Cody Rhodes' music hit just as he was right as he was set up for the move. So he was just standing in gorilla position, I guess, waiting for it. Rushed the ring. They brawled for a bit. Security broke it up. And then, Owens posed with the winged eagle in the crowd while Rhodes was in the ring. And then Aldis confronted Rhodes after this and said, I tried to get you guys to sign this contract. You wouldn't, so you'll be on Saturday night's main event. You'll have a contract signing with Shawn Michaels as the moderator. So that's how we got there. But I'm getting a little bored with this Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens storyline. There hasn't really been any advancements. It just pull apart, brawls every week. Have no idea what's going on with Randy Orton. Why is Cody Rhodes back and cleared before Randy Orton's returned at all? They both just got hit with a pile driver. I don't understand that. It's just a logic gap that's frustrating, and we're really dragging it out. Maybe it'll be Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens, a triple threat at WrestleMania at this point, how long they're dragging this out. Because I thought it would be that triple threat match at Royal Rumble, but it's just a singles match, a ladder match. But, yeah, I'm a little bored with it. I'm looking forward to that ladder match. Hopefully they get something exciting planned for Saturday night's main event next week. But I'm just a little bored with Kevin Owens interrupting Cody Rhodes, an attack, or pull apart. We've seen it for weeks on end now. And then finally we get to the main event. Tiffany Stratton defended her WWE Women's Championship against Bayley. This match started with about 25 minutes left in the show. They gave it All that time went through a commercial break, and Bayley looked like she had the match won a couple times. Roxanne Perez, the former NXT Women's Champion, was in the crowd during the match. They had a confrontation this past Tuesday night. Bayley was on Raw too. She's been everywhere. I think she's going to Raw. She's been having conversations with Adam Pearce. So Bayley's going to Raw. This is probably her send off. As you know, Tiffany Stratton did play a role at SummerSlam 2024 in helping Nia Jax win the WWE Women's Championship. But Bayley was never going to be winning this title. It's Tiffany Stratton's first title defense after cashing in earlier this month. She, dodged a rose plant and eventually hit the prettiest moonsault ever for the pinfall victory. Stratton hit an unbelievable, cartwheel Alabama slam before hitting the moonsault, too. She had a power bomb during this match. Stratton's just the future of this division, is no doubt about it. And I hope she faces someone like Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 41 and beats Charlotte Flair if Flair's returning soon. But that's it for this week's SmackDown review. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on Monday night for the Raw review. Have a good one.